Oh, hello there. This is a bit of a different video for my channel, but as I stated in my previous review, part 2 for Civ 7, which, if you haven't watched, go watch it right now. I said I would make a channel update post Civ 7 and where I want to go from here, because as you can see, I've kind of not been very active on this channel as of late, nor on the internet as a whole. So with that, you might be wondering, hey, Boast, where did you go again? It sort of become standard for this channel for a bit, where I would release a video, it would do well, and then I'd disappear for like 2 months within the last year or so, and then just rinse and repeat for a bit. But hey, you know what? I'm here. And personally, I'm doing all right, as well as anyone can these days. And I'll get into things a little bit more in depth in this video than I did in the review video. But for those that want to watch the full video, the too long didn't read is that I almost quit YouTube. I started editing for other channels. And then when I started writing my review part 2 back in like June, when I first started writing it, I was like, why am I just not editing this way for my own videos instead of other people? And that's kind of where I am right now. The things I'm going to talk about in this video, it breaks down like this. I'll do why I almost quit YouTube, will there be any Civ content again, plus the future of this channel, and my second channel, as well as shutting down Patreon. First things first, why did I almost quit YouTube? Well, I mean, I didn't really almost quit it. It was in the back of my mind. It was actually there. But if you thought this was going to be related to Civ 7, I mean, kind of is tangentially related. I jokingly made a comment when it was announced that I was like, oh boy, I have content for like the next few years from Civ 7 alone. I mean, it's not wrong in a sense. It's just funny how things work out, right? I mean, Civ 7 honestly has just kind of been a disappointment in everything. I was so high on copium, probably a little bit naively, that it at this point it just really bums me out, After I put out the initial review, which I did give a 7 out of 10, I had high hopes and expectations that the team would fix a lot of the issues that I, myself, alongside other creators, have presented to Firaxis, and that just honestly just really has not been the case. A lot of these things were brought up in the beginning videos immediately, after playtesting. They weren't fixed on day 1 or even before that, and I was kind of under the assumption that they would be. I mean, some of those are still prevalent today, a lot of them were fixed, or not a lot, some of them were fixed, I should say, auto explore, tech tree, but I mean, obviously, if you want to hear my complaints about stuff, you don't need to hear it in this video. Go watch my review part 2. I talk about it more. It's just, yeah. Small issues aside, I mean, one of the other things that immediately got to me was, I mean, I guess you just call it like the new game wearing off feeling, if that makes any sense. I can't really give an exact feel of for myself, how a game is going to play after getting it early release. I mean, let alone a Civ game. I feel like I'm going to need like hundreds of hours to play it. And I did put in 200 to 300 hours. And the game still felt fresh at that time. But after you start to put in a couple hundred hours, the cracks start to show. And they start to show really hard. And this is why I'm not a games journalist, This is kind of around the time I started noticing myself never exiting the antiquity age. And realizing that I just really didn't like the game outside of the first age. And it's funny because also right around the same time, I didn't even realize I was playing like organically around the same, or stopped, sorry. I didn't even realize that around the same time I stopped playing organically was right around the same time I kind of like had a small existential crisis a little bit. Like, I went to a good friend's wedding in April, and this was like the first time I'd ever been around to what I like to call like people that have fuck you money. This trip kind of like really messed me up a little bit because it was just like way out of my tax bracket. And while I'm incredibly grateful to be invited to, because it was like a destination wedding, all I had to pay for was the flight. I realized that some people, a lot of the people at that wedding just kind of live their lives with fuck you money, and they could just wake up, get a margarita at 9, sit on the beach, and then, I asked them, oh, what are you going to be doing after this wedding? They go, oh, I'll probably head to like Mexico City for a week and then go to Brazil. Like, we'll see. And that kind of messed me up in the head because I grew up very, very poor. Like, big family in a trailer on food stamps, eating government cheese, poor. And you might be going, well, Bose, you're a YouTuber. And you were right. But you person listening to this probably make more than I do. I mean, especially considering I live in LA. You'd be surprised by the gap on how much money YouTubers make between people who even have 100k subs versus people who have 500k subs. Like, it is pretty, the wealth cap is pretty big. Now compare that to people who have 500k versus 1 million subs. Like, obviously it's views overall, but you get the idea. Regardless, I kind of had this existential crisis on like wealth disparity in the United States and my immediate surroundings. That just, And it kind of made me want to go live in the woods, you know, and be self-sustainable, but you know, I'm getting off the rails here. The point is, I almost quit doing content for myself because that, on top of everything else that's happening in the world, I kind of felt really weird and hollow about doing like haha funny man content, and just ended up started doing work for other people. You know, the last one that I did, which I haven't done work for him in a while, is if you follow baseball, you might know who he is. He's ex MLB pitcher Trevor May. By the way, really incredible guy, A++, great person, great communicator when it comes to like working. Like, he's just a really overall solid person. And so we're gonna get into, will there be any Civ content again on this channel? And what am I gonna do for this channel? And short answer is yes, there will be. Long answer is not as much as you probably like. Civ 7 videos, probably not, at least not until if there ever is like a Brave New World or Gathering Storm for Civ 7 that like completely fixes the game. I don't think there's any chance of me playing Civ 7 on my channel ever again, if I'm being very, very honest. Maybe if someone makes a route for building every single wonder on deity. I know Paisley Trees did one for the Antiquity Age. But the thing is that once you get all the wonders on the Antiquity Age, getting all the wonders on the rest of the ages are really, really easy. Like, it's almost not a contest, even on deity. So, I don't know. But there will be some more Civ 6 videos coming out in the next few months. But what I'm planning on doing is moving into variety content. So I want to do something along the lines of where I do like 2 videos of Civ 6, 1 video of non-Civ, to another Civ video, another non-Civ video, so on and so forth, until I'm comfortable just releasing variety content that I enjoy. Type of content that I've been wanting to transition to should be pretty familiar to some of you if you followed me for a while, and other creators that I've mentioned that I enjoy, people like Ambiguous Amphibian, Spiff, Reggie, etc. So, you know, you'll be seeing games like Project Zomboid, different tycoon games, you know, Roller Coaster Tycoon, etc., Planet Coaster, games like Stardew Valley, Factorio, grand strategy games like Crusader Kings, Europa 5, things like that. The content won't be too dissimilar to what I'm already creating. It'll just be challenges within those games instead of doing challenges within Civ. Now, I still have some challenges for Civ that I want to do, but you get where I'm going with this. Transitioning into variety is kind of due to a multitude of factors. Yes, Civ 7 was a big part of it, but it's also been something that I've been talking about for a while now. If you followed me on stream, or if you just followed me in general for the last 2 years, you know it's something I've been really wanting to do. And one of my really good friends, Shawnee Do, actually inspired me to start thinking about this earlier in the year, as we've been going out to hanging out and going out to bars and stuff like that. And he's someone that had switched from being a Stardew Valley only creator to a pure variety creator, where he just 100% games that he plays, and he's grown exponentially. Like, I think he's pretty close to 1 million right now. So if you're not following Sean, go follow Sean right now. But for me, I also always complain about never being able to play games that aren't Civilization or whatever I'm playing on the channel. And this is a way for me to be able to play the games that I've been wanting to, that I want to put hours into, but just don't have the time or resources, and then also make content out of it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And it's honestly kind of bittersweet, because on one hand, I'm very excited to branch out, you know, and hopefully grow as a creator and experience something new. But I'm also, it's very scary. I'm incredibly nervous because with Civ 6, you know, I'm very confident in Civ 6, right? I have thousands of hours in the game. I know how to play the game. I know how to milk like every bit of comedy and expertise and weird strat that I think is entertaining to make it an entertaining video. So jumping into games where I'm not as confident in is pretty scary. Like, the only ones that I feel the same familiarity to is probably like Stardew Valley or even like Factorio. Although with Factorio, I basically, once you get to the launch section, I have no idea what I'm doing. But you know, once I get before liquids, I'm golden. You know, Civ 6 has been in basically my life for the past few years. So it's very easy to make jokes that are within the context of the game that can be applied elsewhere, you know, making memes relevant, making towards what I'm playing in the game, you know. But I think for me, the appeal of doing new stuff and the excitement of where I want to go from here just heavily outweighs that, thankfully. And that kind of brings me to the next point of, I'm going to be shutting down my Patreon. Well, at least shutting it down, paid content for it. And having a second long form channel. I feel really icky about having paywalled content, especially at this time of the economy, right? I've always mentioned in the past, I don't like paywalling content that I wouldn't pay myself. And I just don't think, I mean, I already pay a ton of money for subscription services IRL. Like, I don't want to pay another, myself personally, I don't want to pay another $5 to watch a streamer play or YouTuber play long form content of the game that he already plays, right? Why would someone pay $5 to like watch like a Let's Play? Like, I get it. There is one I was subscribed to the Slushy Noobs Patreon for a bit. But that's because they would post full-length playthroughs of games that they would like highlight on their channel, and that's about it. I'm not Slushy Noobs. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to do is for this last month's patrons that have followed me, I'll refund them for that last month. Because so if you're unfamiliar, I have been posting unedited long-form content on my Patreon for about a month now. And it's full gameplays of Civilization 6 and Civilization 5. And I'm just going to do is I'm going to take those playthroughs, I'm going to put them on my VODs channel, but I'm changing that VODs channel to a long form content channel, which if you can go click subscribe right here, go to subscribe to that channel. So I'll be having two channels. It'll be the main one of boesthius, which is what you're watching on right now. This will be the regular uploads of my channels that are like 45 minutes long, upload every 1 to 2 weeks. That's going to be my, what I'm transitioning my variety content to. And the second channel, which will be called boesthius Plays, that'll just be long form unedited playthroughs of games that I've either wanted to play or their viewer suggested games. So right now I'm taking my first 2 playthroughs from Patreon and uploading them to there. I have a full playthrough of Civ 6 on the Al Andalus mod by Sucretact that is completed all the way through, and it is going to be uploaded onto that channel probably as you're watching this. I also have a Civ 5 Poland playthrough. I have 2 parts that are uploaded to Patreon. I'll put those into there, and then the rest of it will be uploaded on it throughout the next weeks or so. These videos are going to be roughly 1 to 2 hour cuts of just me playing the game, nothing else. It's like it's 2014 Civ Let's Plays all over again. And also if there's like videos that I want to release full content of, like right now I'm making a supercut of my All Wonders videos. They're also going to be releasing there as well. If there's also like maybe I do a stream and I want to put the stream on somewhere, it'll be also there as well. If there's anything I've learned in the last couple of years is not to announce stuff unless you are ready to post it. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I have stuff to post there. It's also, I shouldn't be doing like, hey, I can't count how many times I've been like, hey, this video is almost done. It'll be uploaded on Wednesday. And then like 2 weeks go by and nothing happens, But I, already have videos ready to upload, and they're already uploaded and ready to be released. And this also won't really interfere with my normal uploading schedule, because all I really need to do is spend like 4 hours in a day recording myself playing a game, and then I just chop it up into 1 hour parts. And that takes, if you know anything about uploading videos and editing, stuff like that, it takes like 15 minutes to do. Like, you just throw those videos into Premiere, or I don't even do that. I just literally, I record for an hour. I go, all right, it's been an hour, let's stop. I throw it into Premiere. I add the outro to it. I export it. I batch export it, and that takes like maybe 30 minutes total on my computer, and then I upload it, and that's all it takes. Like, it's super easy to do. And I've been getting a lot of requests for just long form content like that, where people just want to watch me play a game for X amount of, basically second monitor content. So I figured, hey, you know what? I'll do that. I'll throw a couple Civ games up there, and then I'll start, playing some other like games that I've wanted to play. There's a game called like Town to City that I really want to play. And this will help out with that, just being able to play these games and throw them up there for people to watch. So I guess that's really about it, right? Too long I didn't read is I won't be making any Civ 7 content. Civ 6 content is going to be drying up except for the second channel, and I'm going to be moving on to making variety content that I enjoy. Once again, make sure you go subscribe to my second channel. You can find it here. It's called boesthius Plays. It's where I'll be uploading all of my long form content that doesn't fit into my main channel. Make sure you go subscribe there. And sorry, once again, I know I'm not beholden to you guys, but you're not like, I'm sorry for this year has been up and down in regards to uploads. Like, it wasn't an intention. It is what it is, right? People have their own lives outside of content, and you have no idea what's going on in people's lives, right? Like, and so, I don't know. Just wanted to say sorry. It sucks. We press on, right? It is what it is. Video uploads will be as follows. So the main channel video uploads are going to be weekly or bi-weekly depending on the game. So if I'm like, say I'm doing 100% speedrun achievement in a game that takes like 200 hours to complete, that might take 2 weeks to upload versus say I'm doing like a sub 100 space race in Civ 6. That'll only take like a week to upload and edit. The second channel will more than likely be Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for the time being. So 3 video uploads a week. I am going to upload all of the videos. Well, they're uploaded right now. I'm going to release them all for the next week or so I can have a little bit of a buffer. And then the uploads will start to regularly happen probably right around the, in 2 days, what's it? Probably right around the 5th. The 5th or the 8th is when the new videos are going to start going out. But yeah, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursdays, scheduling them out, 1 to 2 hour chunks of gameplay. If you wanted to find me outside of YouTube, you can. I do have a plethora of options that I'm currently active on. I have my community Discord, discord.gg/boasts. I have honestly, I'll keep it up, but after talking for a while, I don't think I'll close it, but I'm probably just not going to advertise it. It's a pretty dead server right now, if I'm being honest. I'm not very active on it. I use it to post when I'm going live, and that's about it, but I don't stream on there anymore. So we'll see. I also have an Instagram that's also boesthius. I just use it as like a photo dump at the end of the month. So if you want to just see what I'm doing outside of YouTube. I also have a Twitter, boesthius_. I might be deleting that soon. Twitter sucks. You guys know it sucks. It's the same as my Blue Sky as well. And then even though I haven't streamed in a bajillion years, twitch.tv/boesthius. I'll probably get some streams up every once in a while. Like say I'm like want to practice a strat, and maybe I'll have some people, make some input or whatever. I don't know. I might stream at that time. But yeah, thanks to all those who still support this channel via Patreon and YouTube memberships. The Patreon perks aren't going to be active, but I'll keep it, if someone wants to throw like $5 my way or whatever. Like there won't be any perks for that at this time. So yeah, thanks everyone who's been watching this channel. Those who are still with me even after all of the Civ 7 stuff that happened and lack of activity here. And yeah, here's to the future. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.